Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we're gonna check out the balance changes for Urien in the final update of Street Fighter V, and I have a lot to say on this one. So let's get into his changes. The first one is to standing medium punch. This was his main whiff punish, like he would walk back and then cancel a medium punch into heavy shoulder tackle and get the knockdown and OK and everything. And this did get a substantial nerf, is that they extended the foot hurt box, and this is the dramatic extension. Like this is like take a look at how far you get to hit Urien from now low. Yeah, that is pretty drastic. Like that is a pretty drastic nerf. Now I did think that this move should have gotten nerfed, but the foot hurt box extension is a little bit too much. Standing light kick did get a small change. Now it is like it's harder to stuff but easier to whiff punish, which is alright, I guess. They also changed the standing heavy kick. This is one of his main anti-airs. Now it's doing 10 more damage, so that is good. They also did buff crouching medium kick, especially with V-Trigger 2. Now the V-Trigger 2 cancel is 2 frames quicker, so it's easier to hit confirm this now. And obviously, like then you get to cancel into or like juggle an EX shoulder tackle after, so that is decent for him. If you are a V-Trigger 2 user, it's actually a pretty substantial buff. Next up is a nerf to crouching heavy punch. This is now doing 10 less damage, and obviously that is an issue because it's the first move that you usually use in combos, so it's gonna result in lower combo damage overall. It's gonna be felt. And they also nerfed his fireballs, and this also is a substantial nerf. Now there is more hurt box around his arms when the projectiles appear, so this means that this should now be easier to jump and like easier to stuff in general. So if you're seeing this, Falk have much easier time hitting him out of his fireball. So this is a substantial nerf as well, right? All of these are substantial nerfs to Urien so far. The medium punch and the fireball ones are pretty bad. They did buff his heavy metallic sphere as well, the heavy fireball. Now you don't have to fully charge it, like you can partially charge it, which is like a half charge, kind of like Luke's like Flash Knuckles, and you do get the double hitting fireball. You got the charged version, and obviously that is good. Now they did in general transition his headbutts to be a more of a combo tool, and this is where the big changes to the EX headbutt will be more pronounced, right? Like they did make heavy headbutt have like it's gonna be a little bit better in juggle, but I mean I wanna talk about the EX headbutt, right? Let's talk about the EX headbutt because this is the biggest change in this entire patch. What they did with the EX headbutt is that it's no longer an invincible reversal. Let's check this out. For example, Falk is gonna knock us down and gonna try to go for an EX or a meaty. I try to wake up with an EX reversal. You hear the sound. Nothing comes out, and this is a very substantial change. The move did get repurposed, so it's more of a like a combo filler tool. Now you can do stuff like that, which is alright, whatever. But the main idea is that it's no longer an invincible reversal. It is still like airborne, right? So you still like have some throw invincibility here and there. You can use it kind of like the light headbutt to go through throws, but it doesn't go through strikes. It's a very big deal for Urien because Urien is a character that doesn't have a 3 frame. Obviously, if you have a if you have V skill 1, you do get a little bit of better juggle properties on here, but this is a dramatic change. Now it did also like heavily impact another one, and that is the Aegis Reflector, like the close Aegis Reflector, because now this is 7 frame startup, which means that you can throw him on reaction, right? So if you knock Urien down, he wakes up with this, just go for a throw and you will hit him out of it. And this is a big change. These two changes combined mean that Urien have a much harder time on defense, right? No 3 frame, no invincible reversal, and the utility for Aegis on defense is a lot weaker, right? And this means that Urien now can't be played as recklessly as Urien players used to, right? Now, EX Headbutt wasn't like the greatest wake-up option, but it was one of them. The main strength of EX Headbutt was just throwing it out, right? Like in block strings, when the opponent is approaching. Being kinda random with EX Headbutt was actually very substantial. Even if the opponent was trying to meet you, they would usually like meet you with a jab, not really going for big gaps in their pressure, because they always had to respect EX Headbutt. But that doesn't exist anymore. And this is where we get to talk about what is accepted and what isn't in a balance patch, right? Because this change will fundamentally, like I said, change how Urien is supposed to be played. He used to be played in a I do everything, I just do whatever I want, a kind of a bully type of character, to a, I will say, G or Abigail style character, where you'll have to rely on comebacks, you'll have to rely on your good neutral, but you suck on defense, right? It's gonna be interesting. Now, should the EX Headbutt have gotten nerfed? I think he shouldn't have had it to begin with. I think giving Urien an invincible reversal was a colossal failure and a big mistake. The biggest balancing mistake that Capcom have made with Street Fighter V. But, should you have taken away an invincible reversal 6 years after the game have come out? I don't think so. So I think Urien should have been left alone, in all honesty. Like, the nerf to standing medium punch and the nerf to Aegis was kinda enough, or maybe made the reversal even slower, kinda like Ed Psycho Upper, so you can meet it with a medium and still get to block. Or you could have taken it way back during Season 2, right? The idea that Urien had a reversal for 5 years and now it's gone is weird. It's too drastic of a balance change, in my opinion, this late into the game's life cycle. Now, does this mean that Urien shouldn't have gotten nerfed? No, I think he should have had the nerf, right? He deserved to get nerfed because Urien was way too dominant for way too long. But I don't like the idea of removing tools, especially this late into the game's life cycle. There are people who have been playing Urien for years, and now they're gonna have to fundamentally change how they play that character. And I don't think that was the right call. I think, if I'm being honest, he shouldn't have had it to begin with, or at the most could have gotten removed like 1 or 2 seasons after Urien got out. Now I feel like it's a little bit too late for such a drastic change, but yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see, because some characters did actually have substantial nerfs. I don't know if you remember, Balrog Tab used to have full invincibility, but that got removed because they realized it's stupid as hell for Balrog to have an invincible move, like an invincible reversal. Right? You don't give Cody an invincible reversal, you don't give Poison an invincible reversal, and you don't give Urien an invincible reversal. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.